switching it up a little bit. What the hell? Why not?
You
Hi, everybody.
surprised me. You surprised me.
Yes. Eric, Glenn, Tom, Steve's AOL. No, AWL. Jesus Christ, I'm sitting there talking like it's 1997.
You got mail.
Steve, yeah, he's slacking.
Yeah, but you can party like it's 1999.
True. Matt, how you doing? Oh, lots of things happening. Gee, gone 1 week and got AI experts online posting crap and got all kinds of things going on.
All kinds of things.
Listen, I'm just very happy that I was told that nothing that was said on my show was actually untrue or false.
Wow.
I know. We are the source. We are
How
the
about
source.
that?
We are.
Damn.
But
Well, I guess no takedown notices are a good thing, right?
Oh, Matthew.
no takedown. Take it down. Oh, actually, and since I'm not streaming this, Don, if there was one,
Comes to me.
yeah, you get it. You get it.
I don't give a shit. He can serve me all the takedowns he wants.
What happened now?
Oh, man, just in general.
Nothing. Yeah, just. You know, the AI experts are coming for you, man. They're coming for you. They're gonna be knocking at your door.
Okay.
I saw a AI expert whining about AI shaming.
Oh, I
Yes.
saw that. Oh my
Yes.
You
god.
should be allowed to AI shame. How dare you?
Yes.
Never. You can't say. And folks, I'm mocking this, and yes, AI is generally part of my process. I mean, I've had like 3 people this past week go to me, man, the thumbnails are great. Who's your artist? Gemini.
Yes, but you don't tell people that if they don't like your little icons, you can go ahead and they can pay you to go ahead and have an artist.
No. And honestly, I mean, I mentioned it in the description of every video that AI is part of the art process.
Right.
Yeah, you actually have to tell YouTube that even.
Full disclosure.
It's not required by YouTube.
Oh, it's not because whenever you post a video, there's a little thing. Is any AI used in the making of this video, or is that the video itself?
But that's if you're using the video AI stuff with the AI voice and the AI.
Gotcha.
Oh, believe me, that's a whole deep dive unto itself.
That's like half the content on YouTube now.
Yeah, and so that's all about whether something is AI schlop. But you know, honestly, there are channels that talk about using AI that are AI avatars. I mean, but one thing that AI cannot get down, it can get down to video pretty well. It still can't get down the voice, that uncanny valley of the voice.
Really?
Yeah, it's this weird kind of like, hi. It's this weird high-pitched, weird tone.
It doesn't get the emotional range right. It just always is off. So like, I got fooled on one video I was watching last night. I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting, and it was all voiceover. But then when they mispronounce certain words, and you're like, well, I used to say, all right, maybe it's somebody who's foreign that's doing it, but there's no accent. So I know it's not a foreigner do it. It's one of the AI programs going, I don't understand how to pronounce it.
It's also, the people on there that, like that online creator who has that online historical gaming website.
Oh,
100% AI.
Two, by the way. Another one popped up. I mean,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a fungus.
Yeah, he's hedging his bets is what he's doing, because he figures one's probably going to end up getting taken down or too many people pissed off.
Yeah.
So, and he's too stupid to sit there and realize that people are just going to follow it. My opinion only.
That might have been the AI expert who was complaining about AI shaming.
Yes, and saying that we need honesty, integrity, and back in gaming.
Wait.
Yes.
wait, is someone complaining about using fixed pencils? I mean, dice. I mean, they're loaded.
It's something. It's something. It's
Yeah.
always something.
I think this might have been somebody who's paid to store $6,000 worth of pencil stock for a couple of decades rather than actually complete the pencil dice Kickstarter and then ship them out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get them done real soon.
I thought he just left them in the warehouse and then said, "You got to come down and pick them up."
Well, he came on. We interviewed him, and he swore up and down that he had them in the storage unit, and I'm thinking, how much are you paying to store them for?
Well, he was working with that Marcus King, who lived in Battle Creek, my town, and I know a lot of people who think Marcus King was a great guy, but Marcus King was far from being a great guy. Marcus was moved his business more times in this town than any, and just ended up having this big storage building, had just loads of gaming stuff in there, and at the very end, ended up opening another game shop, and that was shut down. And
so you think this individual was storing his pencil stock with
no, I don't think it was. In my opinion, unless a photograph is shown, I personally do not believe that there was any pencil stock to begin with. Okay, how's that? I'm offering my personal opinion only, no names mentioned.
That would be par for the course, I think.
So we got.
And I don't even know if those pencil dice work.
Okay, can anyone explain to me? Good Lord, please someone explain to me, how does a pencil dice work?
All right.
6 sides to the pencil and you roll it.
Yep. Right.
Eric.
Come on. Everybody who's served.
At least Tunnels and Trolls, it's actual, like, yeah, they say you can do a half a die damage if this is sharpened. So this works. Those don't.
So literally, the idea was to take a pencil,
yes,
and do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on it.
Right.
Yes, I'm following you so far. Yes.
Okay, and the idea is if all 4 of us are at a game, we all have our pencils, and we throw the pencils on the table, and what it stops at is what the roll is.
Yes.
Whatever number's facing up.
Okay, so we just throw away our D6s and we keep the rest. I mean, I'm kind of like really.
Can you imagine if that was a dice pool game? Actually, you got to have a handful of pencils and throw them on the table.
Now, what happens if we're all playing together and let's say me and Tom have the same colored pencil? Tom better not touch my damn pencil.
Don't.
'Cause I'm picky about my pencils.
I mean,
How do you put them in timeout either? You know? If they don't roll good, how do you put them in timeout?
That's right.
God forbid that you have somebody at the table. They like to, they like to put a.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine you put your pencil in your mouth.
Yeah, I'm not touching that pencil now.
I knew people used to put their dice in their mouth. So
Death Angel Channel has Death Angel. Sorry, has a good point. I have a pack of pencils. I can make a dozen pencil dice in about 5 minutes exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just grab a permanent marker and I can make my own pencil dice.
Wait a minute,
I played a
I have an idea.
campaign with a guy who would actually put his D20 in his mouth and spit it out to roll it.
Oh, how wonderful he was at that table.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, I want to address something that Death Angels has saying. Apparently, Tenkar isn't streaming on his channel. I am not. Okay.
Yes.
I've done a little research, and it's actually more beneficial overall for me to make these appearances and tell you go watch on Don's channel.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So, I mean, listen, we are a community. You all in the audience are a community. Everybody on this screen is a community, and we're all in it together. It's a group effort. So,
Yeah, so please like and subscribe.
yes,
It's
you better.
still-
You're gonna have to.
It's still take our
Heaven Master.
So, Glenn, how are you feeling?
I'm doing fine. Let's start the show by my book. Now we start the show. Okay.
We're going to be having you're going to be having a Barnes and Noble book signing here coming up.
Soon I've got to schedule that. We're going to have to figure out the details here in a
Yep.
little bit here. Yeah, and Oklahoma, Barnes and Noble's book signing, that would be good. I
Nice.
just came from radiation, by the way.
Yes.
So if I'm a little like this, you
You're not glowing in the dark that we know of, unless you turn off your lights. Then we can maybe see it. Not sure.
yeah, well, yeah, probably. No, I'm not gonna chance it. No.
Tom,
What?
how have you been? I heard monumental news. You actually went on a live stream Friday night and was not kicked off.
Right.
You fed the squirrels at night.
Well, no, I hosted the live stream and Glenn came on.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Remember
I
we-
misunderstood. My apologies. So you hosted and managed to stay out.
There was no problem with hosting.
That's got.
Yeah,
my-
we remember we were starting the Friday show and you couldn't make it, so you said get a hold of Tom.
Yeah.
So we did it anyway.
Gotcha.
Now this Friday you can make it. So
Yeah, I
And-
wasn't feeling well last week.
And we actually moved our. We started moving because we got like 7 cell phones involved, but we now have 2 of them moved over to Verizon, who is my internet service provider.
Mhm.
Not Verizon, Spectrum.
Spectrum.
And so because we did that, we're paying less for the cell phones, but Spectrum upped my internet speed. So I think that's also helping.
That will probably help you a ton because
I think the
low
only
speed.
bottleneck is we have some old equipment that doesn't do well with that gig internet. So,
Oh, I put in to have them upgrade your stuff. They should be able to do that for free.
well,
there goes Don.
there goes Dawn.
I guess I'm back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we might have to update some of that equipment.
Dan, unfortunately, no. I have to do chemo and radiation every day. So sorry.
Which we want you to hang around a while. So
Right.
you do.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dan, thank you for buying 2 of my books.
Oh, nice. Real quick, Death Angel Shadow says, "At Tom, I can always get you on a show or 3. I know some guys."
He knows some guys.
I know a guy.
Yeah, he knows a guy. You know?
Interesting. I just saw something new with Restream. Eric, you use Restream a lot. Tom, you do too now.
Yes, Restream allows you to stream in a vertical.
Yes.
You can have a dual. You can have a dual.
Yes, but it's for people who are watching it on their phones too. But also
Right.
now, and I just noticed this, once I highlight a comment on the screen like this one,
Mhm.
and I close out of it, that comment now is subdued on the
your,
chat.
yes, in the side box that you.
Yes.
Yes.
So I know who I. It's actually a nice little touch for Restream.
Mhm. Oh, Restream
So-
is getting a little bit better day by day.
Mhm.
Death Angel Chandel says, "Tom, do you seriously let me know when you want to be on the Bad News Bards?
Do it, Tom. Do it. It's fun.
I'm going to be soon creating a new YouTube channel called The 4 Pillars of YouTube." Just joking.
Oh, oh.
Never mind.
Back in
We'll
the-
start the channel whenever we'll know do any content. How's that?
Back in the gutter.
Back in the gutter we go.
Yeah, Dan, sorry about that, but I'm going to try and make October's WizardCon. So
Nice. Dan says Jeff tried the dual stream one night and it just replicated 2 horizontal streams and divided the chat into 2 separate. Oh, that I didn't know that.
that's
Okay,
weird.
well then that ain't that useful.
Yeah, why would they do that?
I think that it's still in testing.
I wonder though if you can close out the large one like we're on now, and you can be solely for.
I'm sure you can. I wouldn't do that. I think it'd be a waste.
No, how are you going to keep track of chat and?
Oh
follow
no!
people
Yeah,
and-
no.
How interesting. I
This
just clicked on portrait and I got a portrait like I was on a phone here and the regular one.
Yes.
Yeah,
I just did that too.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
yeah. I was like, should I dual broadcast it? I went, maybe not.
Dan asked Glenn, "Can you let Gary Oliver know so he can cancel the Ring of Fire session? I can't remember from my schedule manually."
I will let him know again. I thought I had told him, I'm not gonna
You might have. Gary's got a lot on his plate, so he might.
I automatically thought he was going to take it off. So
Yeah, he doesn't drop balls, but sometimes he misjuggles them, and they land down his shirt, and you got to
I thought I had messaged him. I'll check it. He's a hard enough person to get. I might have to just call Bad Mike and say, "Hey, tell Gary."
Mm-hmm. But so, kind of had a little bit of a topic today about community. Eric kind of touched on it at the very beginning. I forgot who I saw. Maybe it was you, Eric.
What?
Did a video about community and such, and I saw someone post something online. I think it was Dan Scott in the AD&D 1E group about community and people contributing and why people argue online and such. And a guy made a post about, what do you care if you walk into a game shop and see a bunch of 50-year-olds playing 5e versus 1e?
Don't
And
care.
I made a comment under that about, I wouldn't care. What's the big deal? And it got a lot of shit. A lot of people got nasty in it.
How dare those older gentlemen be playing 5e?
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. I mean about this is, does WotC deserve the hate that it gets?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. OGL, they were, white guys got to get out of the hobby. They deserve it. They've got it coming. They need to clean up their act. If they clean up their act long enough,
it's
I'll
the
forgive
prior regime that stepped on their junk numerous times and then tried to shove it up their own ass.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the situation. Now, the new regime has come in and gone, why the?
Yeah.
And honestly, when you step into, and I was a cop for 20 years, and I held quasi-political positions at some points in internal affairs, and I can tell you that a ship in motion, not only does it stay in motion, it stays in that direction, and for the longest time, as much as the good intentions are to change that direction, momentum does not stop. You do not redirect a company like WotC or Division, but it's its own company. You can sell it off. You don't redirect WotC on a dime. It takes time. Yes. I do believe. Full disclosure, Jim Kitchen has spoken with Dan numerous times. I do believe that the intention is to right the ship, but
definitely.
But that doesn't happen on a timetable that a gamer like us is like, well, if he's gonna do it, just do it. I mean, I can change my game tomorrow if I wanted to. I don't have to play 5e. I can play AD&D too. But it's not that way for a company. You can't just say I'm switching.
But the hate that rolled around in that thread was not so much a WotC hate thing. It was talking about woke gamers, 5e people are worthless, that type of thing. And that's the problem that I have with all of that, is the fact that I think the whole goal, this is just my opinion, but what matters in gaming to me is, are you at a table with friends, or even virtually now, because a lot of people do play virtually, but are you with a group of people that you like and you're having fun?
Yeah.
And do I like 5e? I've tried it. It's not my thing, and it's not anything political with me. It's not the fact that, orcs are not bad or whatnot. It's just, I don't like the system, I prefer AD&D or BX or Beckman.
Yeah. If you're in a game store, it's like, hate the edition, don't hate the players.
And I got news for you too, by the way. You know what a game store doesn't want?
What?
They don't want you playing a dead edition.
Yeah.
All right? If the edition is not supported, right? They don't want you playing it. 5e will sell books. You go into my store and you play BX, You better be buying snacks and dice every time you
Well,
come in.
that is a very interesting thing that you said, because just today I seen there is a game shop that was struggling. In fact, they did a GoFundMe to try to pay their rent. I mean,
Wow.
they were really hurting bad. And in the last 6 months, they've turned it around because they announced what their plan was. They were going to they decided to put a cafe in their shop.
Nice.
Not a bad
So
idea.
yep, and since they announced putting in the cafe, their business increased. They started small, selling energy drinks and things you don't need a license for. Just like cold coffee and that type of thing.
Well, I'll tell you,
They
there's one.
announced.
I'm sorry.
No,
There's
no,
one
good. They
place
just
in Norman. I can't remember the name of it, but they started as a game, not really a game store. They sold games, but it's one of those places where you go in for $5 and you play whatever they want, have on the shelf, or bring your own game in. Those kind of places with the family thing.
Mhm.
And they were doing all right, but boy, they doubled or tripled when they opened a bar in it.
Well, so these people, it's not a bar. What they're doing is they're serving like simple finger food, coffee,
Right.
soda
Well, they were
now,
good.
and that type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah, but it was like bar, mostly wine bar, but still, it's like,
I mean,
you know,
it's I think the idea is that that's the innovation behind it, because Eric's right. I mean, if you're gonna have open table gaming for free for people to come and use your tables, it's gonna hurt you if people are coming in and they're playing AD&D or Second Edition or BX, especially if because these people aren't looking to buy more books. They have their stuff.
you know what else
Yeah.
hurts? You know
What's
what
that?
else hurts? I got a game store over here that, okay, they're playing 5th edition or whatever the thing, but if you're running a game they don't sell, they don't like that either.
Well,
I
that's
tried to run Gangbusters BX one time.
Mhm.
Oh, we don't have it on the shelf. Can you bring your own players?
Well,
Yeah.
but Glenn, and listen, from the store's point of view, all right, they want to gaming isn't just for gaming. Gaming is to bring in customers.
I understand that. I mean, I understand. I've done karaoke enough to know that we're here to sell drinks. But
Right.
but the point is, they will not buy. It's like, we don't sell this, so you got to bring your own players. You can't run it. And I said, well, why don't you sell it? Because our distributor doesn't have it.
Well, in defense of them, there are distributors out there. One that I know of, and that is, if you sign up to buy RPGs from them, you cannot buy RPGs from anybody else.
I can understand.
And they put their foot down on it because they want to protect their business, because they don't want another distributor offering like 1% more off.
But it's like I go there and it's like, can I order this? No, they don't carry it. Oh, God.
Yeah. It's a tough, and Game Shop is a tough business, because you have to understand the standard discount that distributors offer you is 42% off retail. That's the standard discount, is 42. And there's some lines like Magic the Gathering that are far less discount than that. They have set, just specific pricing, and then, there's not a lot of margin in a game shop. That's why these game shops, they have to get creative. They have to sit there and do different things to get people in. And, granted, I mean, they could have been more nice about it, I think, probably to you. Or maybe let you play one time and say, hey, but.
Yeah. Death Angels is all bent. A game store will require you to pay. Listen, before COVID, I used to game with a gaming group out in Long Island. We played every other week at a game store. And the game store moved. But the first location you had 2 private rooms in the back. And you had to pay into the kitty to use the private room. And we were told, because we were playing 1E, that if you wanted to play 1E, you had to rent a room, because you weren't going to be selling books, which is fine. And it was like, I don't know, $30 a night. It wasn't that bad for the group. Everybody chipped in like $5. Often we were leaving an extra tip. And then you'd go out, you'd buy your soda and your chips from the front, to also support. When they moved locations, they no longer had private rooms.
Hmm.
When they no longer had private rooms, we were kind of grandfathered in, but we were grandfathered in to like the child's table in the back where nobody would see you, hidden in the corner, because again, you're not bringing in customers. And as Don was saying, the margin is so small for these places. You know, I mean, that's why both these game stores live on what? They live on Magic the Gathering and Pokemon.
Yeah, and
You know,
Arcana.
you know, so I've seen online that there are probably more old school games taking place in cafes and bars in Manhattan than any game store.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing about that. This is another public place where you can play with people of any age. If I wanted to start a game over my big table in my dining room, there's a lot of people. It's like if there's kids out there that want to play, they're not coming over to my house. I got to find a public place like a library or a game store,
Right?
anything like that, because of the way things are now.
Hmm.
So that's the other problem. It's another public place where you almost have to start a game there, start a campaign there.
Well, I mean, that's what Tim Kask did. Tim Kask had at his local library, he ran a game, but he also ran an online game with a group out of Japan, of all things.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, he had. I think it was it was either a monthly game or a bi-monthly game that he was running with a group out of Okinawa, and then he had also a group that he gamed with at the local library that he ran. So, you know, the nice thing about it is when you do that though, libraries love it because they like people in their libraries and the community engagement. It's a good draw for them.
I'm thinking of starting one out here over our library. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be great. GMDM78's from the UK. How you doing, GMDM78? Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Roger Reed is in here from CNYK, the man, the legend.
Oh yeah.
So Matt says my local shop sells a ton of 40K, so they let market come in. Well, but the thing is 40K sells.
Right.
That's what they do. You know.
It's funny. Our new game store that opened here. Not only do they sell the cards and a lot of game stuff, and they have tables, they also sell Legos to keep the lights on.
Yeah. Oh, Legos are big. At least in Michigan, they are.
Yeah.
There's actually in Kalamazoo a dedicated Lego store. It's not like Lego owned. It's a mom and pop shop, and they sell classic Lego sets. They buy Legos. You can buy like bags of Legos. You just dig the bin for whatever they charge.
Have the bins you can dig through. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, my local store, they've got 2 3D printers. And so they do a big business on bring in your thing, and when we have a full tray, we'll print your stuff, or you can just pay for the full plate yourself.
Yeah.
And they've started 3D printing bases, so you don't have to go to the Warhammer store and buy the Warhammer bases. You could just buy bases from them, much cheaper. And so I'm popping in. I'm like, oh, I need a few bases. I pop in and drop $2 and walk out with a handful of bases, and I'm happy.
Yeah. 3D printing has come light speed ahead, and if you know how to do the settings correctly, you can really get fine detail, especially using filament now. The
game store has 2 of those printers, and every time I walk in, they're always going.
Yep.
Printing something.
Yep.
Now the library has a 3D printer, but I'm kind of sketchy on their quality.
Well, it's all settings. It's not the 3D printer itself. You think it would be. The 3D printer is only going to do what you code that file to do.
I think it's personnel at the public library.
No. Well, I mean, if they allow it, I mean, you can go ahead and slice your own file, set the settings that you want to your file, and then you plug it in the printer, and the printer's going to follow what the STL file tells it to do. So, because I do a ton of 3D printing, and I'll use like a 04 or a 02 nozzle, and I'll print it at 08 or 12 layer height, and just slow your printer down and let it do its thing. But people get impatient and such, and they don't understand about supports and such. But 3D printing, like people doing those bases, that's innovative of them. That's actually smart of them to do. A game shop 3D printing stuff for you, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's diversification. That's what's working.
Yeah. I have to show something. Jim Wampler.
Oh, this.
Yeah, that's right. This is cool. Jim, this was nice of Jim to do.
It was.
Jim did a wizard of me for WizardCon, and he sent me my little wizard.
Oh, okay. Embiggen yourself, you damn it. Embiggen yourself.
How do I embiggen myself?
You gotta go to the upper right-hand corner of you. There we go.
That's not the scale.
All right.
No,
that's good, because I thought he was holding a finger up.
But this is. So
Okay.
he made a mini me and a big me. And I thought that was very, very cool of Jim Wampler to do that. That was really nice. So
very cool.
yes. So I gotta paint him, but I'm gonna be using this little guy for all my gaming now, for my mage character.
Nice.
So, but this is resin printed. So nice of Jim Wampler to do that.
Yeah.
But so,
Very nice.
what's that?
Very nice, I said.
Isgrim, hey, how you doing, Roderick? He says 0.2 nozzle for FTM is great for minis, even if it was over 3 feet away to support. You can take a 0.4 and you can print at 0.8 layer height. You have to kind of force feed it. I mean, our Elegoo's print that fine. But yeah, 0.2 nozzle works great for FTM, because you can go. FTM, by the way, is filament for everybody, like PLA or ABS and such. But Roderick's right. I mean, 02 nozzle is great for minis, and you can get a lot of nice detail out of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Roger says he'll be in and out trying to get some work done today. Work done.
Work.
What is this concept called Dwoik? I don't. I remember it from the old days.
Matt Sherman says his local game shop has a painting station.
Nice.
So I find people to paint my minis for me. I hate paint.
Nice.
Again,
Love it.
yeah, being innovative. But see, the reason why I think game shops do so well is because game shops, they focus on Magic, Lorcana, Pokemon, because they do tournaments, and you got to buy into the tournament.
Yeah.
And then if you're like sanctioned or something, I think you get the prize for free and you give it away, because they realize, smartly, that people will buy more stuff. It's addictive.
Yeah.
Death Angel Saddle says, stop saying that profane 4-letter word, Roger Rivas. So, conventions, gentlemen. Lots of conventions coming up in June and July. We got
Nice.
North Texas is here the first weekend of June, I believe.
Yep. Followed by CNY. So my head will be spinning. That's
Yep.
okay.
And then EggCon, which is Heidi and Eric Gygax Garland's convention.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? What else we got going? There's
The one in Denison that I was supposed to go to. I sure can't go.
yeah, but there. What else is in June and July? Anybody?
My God, isn't VengerCon something?
Venger- Yeah, VentureCon. I think it's in July.
Yeah, and listen, Venger invites me every year. I'm flattered, but I'm already conned out by that point. Although I will say this. There is some rumblings in my extended community about doing some kind of OSR online con after Gen Con wraps up. So I don't know quite details yet. I just know people have been talking about it, so we shall see.
Gen Con is going to be a blast this year.
Oh my God! Yeah, Gen Con is. I won't be reporting live from Gen Con because I won't be at Gen Con.
Yep.
But you'll be getting reports from Gen Con.
Yes, you'll be getting lots of reports. Dan the Arbor says, I have the sickest game schedule at EggCon. Dan, What are your games? Chris, how you doing? Guess who's going to North Texas? Let me guess. Death Angel Shadow. Yep, this guy, he says. Yeah, there's ShireCon in September.
Yep.
But I thought there was more going on in June and July. Chris Lundgren. Yeah, I saw your message, Chris. I was down off my ass all week last week, sick, so I was not online very much at all last week. I had to get online Thursday and address Ron Meschke's big mouth, but other than that, after I got done with that, I decided to take it.
Wait, you address stupidity.
Well, Page isn't something I'm going to be going to.
Well, you know what they use pages for, right? I'm just saying when
It's
during COVID, I heard many comments.
At that point, it's wads.
Yeah, well, it's like I'm using my paperback pages.
Well, there's a lesson to be learned about that, though, and this is one more thing I want to say, and that is in the community, be careful, because there is an individual in the community that is emailing people using a fake emailing website.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, amazingly, Ron managed to know exactly what site that was, like literally within a few hours of the email being sent to his buddy. Not saying anything about that, good detective work. But the thing is, that's dangerous to me because, my God, so if you get an email from somebody and it's got a bunch of vitriol in it, before you go public with it, reach out to the person. Now, if they tell you to go F yourself, then it's from them. But if not, or if they ignore you, fine. But always these days now, technology is not being used by certain naughty people.
If you get an angry email from me, definitely double check because I have a problem with you. I'm probably telling you this way.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll broadcast it to everybody that you're a POS and whatever. I'm trying to be clean because it's not my stream. But
oh yeah, like that stuff.
Oh, come on.
Well, you know what the thing is I think the problem with people is, and this just goes right to the core of the community thing. Going behind a person's back using personal messaging and pointing fingers at somebody without reaching out to them just because you're mad at them is a shitty thing to do. And that's why I made the video that I did, because I'm getting like messages from people going, "Did you do this?" And I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And it was not a good week for me because I was knocked off my ass to begin with. And it's like, So,
well, half the problem with the internet is the it's like the Chihuahua barking through glass at the pit bull. And the dog is just off the chain. I'm going to rip you a new one. And they slide the glass door open and the Chihuahua stops barking. It gets all meek. And keyboard warriors, they're all Chihuahua, going crazy on their keyboard, but face to face, they don't act that way. That's part of the problem there, is that people get emboldened from behind a keyboard. So you get the keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
And I just think it's sad that that you got to do that, and you got to be nasty and cause trouble.
It's insidious because what you're doing is because you're too much of a coward to post it publicly. And that's what Ron was. Ron was too much of a coward to post it publicly. So what he did was instead he went privately behind my back and went on a campaign. Instead of, if you want to accuse me of doing something, I'm fine. I'll have a public discussion with you, But going behind people's backs, that's like kindergarten bullshit. That's what my wife's kids do. They go to their friends, in developmental kindergarten, play the kindergartner type stuff. But real quick, Roger Rivas says, someone is also thinking about doing a game day in Central New York in early December. Who is that someone? Say it is you, Roger. I think that is just a game day. It doesn't have to be anything big.
Right. Just
get a bunch of gamers together and have a bunch of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. What was the deal with that video with Ron? Death Angel Shadow asked. Okay, I'll make a real brief thing. Paulie Kid received a highly anti-gay, anti-trans, very, very horrible email. I knew nothing about it. It was evidently sent supposedly from a online YouTuber who runs an online YouTube channel. Paulie, doing what Paulie does, Paulie posted that email because it was from that guy. Evidently, the guy didn't send it, by the way. It was sent by a fake email website. Okay. Well, Ron, instead of coming to me and going, "Hey, asshole, what'd you do?" or "Did you send this?" Ron immediately started telling people behind my back via personal message, not publicly, because he's spineless, started telling people that Don sent it. Well, Paulie gave me Ron's message, gave me permission to post the message. I involved an IT security guy that I know, and he started doing back channel checking on what this was and where it came from. And so, it was just totally unnecessary. So I asked Ron to redact what he said. And Ron's exact response was, quote, "Litigate me." So it's like,
Really?
So I made a video, and I don't think Ron's happy about my video, but tough shit.
You're a bad. You didn't cow. You didn't cower. You're a bad man. You bad.
Yeah. So bad man stood up for himself. Death Angel Shadow, always check the headers on an email. Well, that's the thing. I mean, you get an email, and I understand, the gut reaction is like what? And Paulie was not at fault here. Paulie was victimized, and the vlogger was victimized in this.
Yeah.
There's two victims here. But Ron victimized me, or attempted to do it, by lying to people about me. And, I'll say it just flat blunt. If Ron wants to have the courage of his convictions, I'll happily go on a live stream with Ron on this channel. Ron can defend his comments about me behind my back. But
Well, I got news for you, though. If what would happen if you did that? Nobody would see it. Of course, there aren't any viewers.
No, I'd have on the vlogger many things.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying.
Dan Arbor says email spoofing has been around since email was created. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a shitty thing.
It's gotten better, and that's not in a good way.
Yeah.
Well, now you got these guys who can do that kind of research.
Yeah, exactly. My first RPG, Chris Lunger says, will be Bloat Games Zombies in Dark Places and Demigorgons Ultimate Edition. Nervous, but going to do it. Yes. I'm kind of excited to see your channel. I'll subscribe to it. What we should do is when we go on the vlog and make things on Thursday, we'll link your, I'll link your down below, and also in comments, I'll link your YouTube channel. Get some people subscribed. Hopefully
There you
go. RPG Grandma, how you doing? She says, too many chaos trolls that don't have real lives on the internet causing drama. Exactly.
Yeah.
At Tom, people get very brave when they don't risk getting punched in the face or being an asshole.
You know what's funny is I used to live in Boston, and people take pride in being a masshole in Boston. And I come up to Maine, and everybody's so polite. And I got thinking about it one day. I says, you know what? Maine's got the highest per capita gun ownership of any state in the country.
Really?
This is why we're so polite.
Does it? I thought Michigan was one. Michigan has to be in the top 5.
Constitutional carry. It's constitutional carry.
Yep.
So anybody could be carrying. Everybody owns, well, I mean, other than all the Massachusetts people who migrated to Portland, but everybody owns guns, and everybody's could be carrying. And I just got thinking, this is why Maine people are just so polite to each other.
Yeah. RPG Grandma says, I knew this guy who was trying to threaten me into compliance with something he wanted me to do. I said no. He tried to ruin me socially. He made statements to others about how he was going to hurt me. See, that's the thing. It's a really shitty thing, because it's sort of like, since Michigan implemented constitutional carry, violent crime has been cut down in half in Michigan.
Well, there
Now,
you go.
you cannot conceal without a CCW in Michigan. You have to open carry it. That's what constitutional carry in Michigan is. Your weapon has to be visible unless you have a CCW, which is carry concealed weapon permit.
Right.
Then you can cover it up. But yeah.
So now Pennsylvania is an open carry state, except for the city of Philadelphia. But the open carry is interesting because the moment you step into your vehicle, you're no longer open carrying, you're concealed.
Really?
Yes, that's how Pennsylvania says. So I theoretically, if I was up in PA, I could walk through town open carrying. You'll get looks, but it's legal. You can certainly do it in your own property, but the moment you get into a motor vehicle, you are now concealed, and now you're breaking the law. Just
That's different in Michigan. But the thing is, Michigan's really weirdly picky. Like if you're wearing a coat and like for some reason your coat accidentally covers your pistol and this cop see you, that's CCW. And if
Right.
you don't got a CCW, you're going to be arrested. So, they don't care. I mean, summertime you carry a weapon all the time, but like with me, I always wear shorts with an open shirt. So my problem is how am I going to carry constitutionally because my shirt has too much risk of covering the weapon.
right.
So then you got a big problem in Michigan.
Over here in Oklahoma, we got both conceal and open. We can do both. But I see a lot of businesses, they put up right up front in the door saying, do not bring any concealed weapons in here. We must know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they have a right, I guess. It's their business.
Yeah,
but
it's private property.
When I lived in Alaska, you could carry a firearm anywhere except for two places: banks and bars.
really, in
What would-
Michigan, it is banks.
What would be the problem with that?
Yeah, it's banks, bars, schools, and churches.
That
You
makes
cannot
sense.
carry a firearm unless you have a
I'm
CCW.
sure it's changed. I'm sure it's changed now to
Yeah.
include schools. But
Yep.
when we lived there, it was bars and banks. No,
But the
no
sad
firearm.
state of society, my wife works at an elementary school, and they have a full-time Emmett Township police officer there, marked vehicle, and he is armed. And he's there not to say hi to people, he's there to protect the school. Welcome to modern society. Matt Sherman says, I wish I had a decent con in Florida to attend. Flying to cons gets expensive. Matt, do your own game day. Pick a location and just do a game day. RPG Grandma says, physically post rumors, lies on the internet, sent me nasty emails, pissed me off. Yeah, they're cowards. They go behind your back because they don't have the courage of their convictions to confront you publicly. And if they do post publicly, they'll usually block you so you can't see their posts.
Yeah.
I had a psychopath named Elaine that I dealt with over models that did that. He's still running around once in a great while. Roger Reba says, yeah, I definitely do not want to run a second convention. Just a Saturday to hang out and game. Yeah, just a nice Saturday to hang out and game. Hell yes. Sponsored by Game Master Rogers Neighborhood. Yep. Then RPG Grant says, then the next day when my physical presence, he couldn't understand why I was angry with his behavior. Yeah, again, I bet you he was a really nice guy to your face. Chris Linder said this. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, people that want to run around behind your back, and I'm gonna hurt this person. The best thing to do is to just get it all out in the open and out the person, because when my mother died, there was a family member who thought my father was going to be leaving the house to me. And so they started going around making up a story about me. And luckily, one of the sister of a sister-in-law came to me and said, this is what I'm hearing from so-and-so. Is it true? And I says, it's not true, but I tell you what, let's call a big family meeting, put it all out there and embarrass this person.
Mm-hmm.
And, they admitted why they were doing it, once they were confronted. But the best thing is just get it out in the open. So for me, the best policy, if you want to come to me and start a rumor, is I want to go, all right, hey, let's go talk to, let's say the rumor is about you, Don. Let's go talk to Don about that.
Yeah.
And because suddenly it's, no, we don't want to do that.
Well, that's why I did the video, because, like I said at the very beginning of the video, my dad has, the saying, discretion is better part of valor. Sometimes it's best to ignore it, but not that kind of shit.
Right.
And, if people don't know me by now, I'll admit it, I got a big mouth and I'll defend myself. I mean, right is right, wrong is wrong. And if you want to come to me as a man privately with a PM and say, Don, I got a problem with you. This is what my problem. We can talk, whatever, back and forth. But when you're going behind my back, or anyone who goes behind anyone's back and just kind of nitpicks them to people, like really nasty stuff, they're doing it for a reason because they know they're wrong.
Mhm.
And they're afraid, like the barking chihuahua. And my dad used to have the thing. It's like the little boy who pokes the dog through the fence every day. And then one day the homeowner accidentally leaves the gate to the fence open.
Oops.
So
James popped into the room. James, good to see you. Thank you for saying hi.
Hi, Halfling.
scrolling down, we have a lot of comments today.
Yeah, they're really active today.
Yes.
We like to see.
Yes.
See, Dan, you were spoofing emails. I was forging notes.
Fortune notes. Breaking the
Uh-huh.
law. Breaking the law.
And by the way, the secret as a kid is never forge your mother's signature because they always know it.
Yep.
Do your father's.
Yep.
They have nothing. They'll never have anything to compare it to. It'll always look authentic.
You can open or conceal carry without a license in Tennessee. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think a lot of states do that now. I know that's in Texas. I think you can do that too. Open carry. I wish we could open carry in California. I don't think you're going to see that in
Right.
California for quite a while. We also have castle doctrine. That's exactly. It used to be in Michigan. We had castle doctrine. You had to be in your house. Now you have to be within, as long as you're on your property, within 100 feet of the border of your home, the outside of your home. So if I'm in my driveway and someone, threatens you and attacks you, you can defend yourself.
Get off my lawn. Yeah.
Well, I mean, within reason. I mean, you can't. I mean, if there's in Michigan, the way there's a term in Michigan that says, verbal threats are verbal, but if they're laying hands on you, that type of thing. But then again, who's going to tell the truth if you shoot somebody in your driveway? You're going to say that the guy was attacking me.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Put a halfling torchbearer. Oh my. Oh.
Let's see here. It says just popping in to say hi, folks. Wonderful to see you, Glenn.
Hey.
Note taking. Yep. Always forged ads. Yes, we got smart people in here.
This is great.
Unrelated fact. Remember, kids, a flamethrower is not considered a weapon in the United States. It's a tool, legally speaking.
Isn't a chainsaw that way too?
I think so. Heck, better yet, I just go buy from Amazon now those 1,000 watt lasers.
Oh.
It'll blast a hole through a person. Literally,
I bet you could find something on Temu that'd be like deadly but legal.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have those kinetic rounds. It's the Byrna less lethal pistol. It's a kinetic round with tear gas.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm like, that sounds like fun too.
Yeah, if you shot somebody in the face, especially with that would really work out well.
Yeah, but those rounds are expensive. So
Yeah, true.
I looked into it. You got to get dummy rounds to practice with.
But what's more expensive, one of those or a 40 Smith & Wesson round?
One of those rounds, definitely.
Give me a paint gun. I just want to scare the shit out.
Okay, there you go. But paint your paint gun black.
Red paint.
There you go.
Halfling Pushbear says, go ahead.
I want one of those claymores. It looks like a claymore mine.
Oh, it's like paintballs.
Packed with paintballs.
Yeah. I did not know this. Maryland is ridiculous. You're legally required to flee your home. Even if you're on the second floor, you're technically supposed to attempt to escape.
Oh,
I think
geez.
that's messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up really bad. Left lethal pistol is a stupid invention, just like non-alcoholic beer. Birdshot is great for giving someone a bad day without causing permanent damage. Rock salt.
Rock salt.
Rock salt, the gift that keeps on giving.
New York State, we don't have stand your ground.
Mm-hmm.
You have so you are required to attempt to retreat unless it's in your home. In your home, you may use deadly force as long as you're not the initial aggressor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't go boof. Oh, now you're gonna hit me, pal? No.
You know what the problem with that is? Prove it.
Oh yeah, it's a defense, but yeah, New York will charge first and then sort it out later.
Oh, they're one of those states.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not Michigan. Michigan, it's like, were you feeling threatened? Yep. Okay. Call the coroner. Rock salt shells are expensive, though. Birdshot is cheaper.
Especially if you know how to use the weapon.
Yes.
I mean, I was raised with my dad who would like trap and skeet shoot, so we always had shotguns.
hmm
So yeah, I could.
Yeah. I'm lucky. My wife. People, like they're like, oh, she's a kindergarten teacher. I'm like, she grew up on a cattle farm.
Oh,
My wife
She knows.
my wife knows really well. So, yeah. If you do it yourself, rock salt and shotgun shells are cheap.
yep. We used to load our own shells when we were doing that, and I could easily put rock salt in there. So, okay.
Really good fun. Well, gentlemen, it's 2:00. We've been here a whole hour, and we've learned a
Yes.
lot about shooting people, loading weapons,
Just-
and different means of
and
causing
not,
harm
not nobody in particular, just in general.
in general. But this is the
Has
vlog
nothing
of
to
many
do with
things.
the internet trolls we were discussing. Nothing to
No,
do with
nothing to do with that.
They can just
Nothing
go
to
down
do with the
there.
conventions we talked about either.
That's
No.
right. So Dan the final arbor has the final comment. Says, before I got married, I would spend all day at the range testing different rifle loads and measuring groups, chronoing rounds. So at that, gentlemen, we appreciate everybody in chat. And
Thanks.
thank
God
you
bless
for the coast. This is the vlog of many things. See, many things.
Many,
People go, why
many.
do you get off topic? We're not
Mucho,
off-
mucho, many.
Many things.
That's right. We are
Buy
not
Glenn's book. Buy Glenn's book. Buy Glenn's book.
like Glenn's book.
Buy it.
Thanks for coming by, folks.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming by. We will be back on Thursday. Glenn might be here depending on the tornado season in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's a good. That always works around here.
Yes. But we will be back Thursday night at 8 p.m., everybody.
And Friday.
And we'll have like a real topic Thursday night. Like we'll have real things to talk about.
And Friday.
Yes. So, gentlemen, thank you for coming on with me today.
Thank you.
God bless.
All right, guys. We'll be